Good day everyone, this is Alex Chu from IDEC. In today's tutorial, we're going to see how to use dynamic coordinate and dynamic rotational angle to create animation or moving on object on IDEC HG touchscreen. So previously we have one tutorial using multi-state lamp to create similar thing, to create a moving object or animation. Okay, so this tutorial will be using another type of method. So creating moving object or animation could be something good on the screen to become a very obvious indication to operator. Instead of using a normal pilot, lamp or buttons to show whether a conveyor belt is running or whether a motor is running, using moving object could be more obvious to let the operator know right now something is going on the machines and so on. Okay, so in this example, we are going to create something similar to what I'm showing now on the simulator. Okay, right, a moving box on a conveyor belt. Okay, or even a moving tires, rotating tire on a conveyor belt. Okay, so this is actually very easy to create. So we are going to see how to do this by using dynamic coordinate as well as dynamic rotational angle feature. All right. Of course, the first step is to launch our NV4 software. Okay, this NV4 software is a software that we use to program our HG touchscreen. Okay, the first step always to select the right model that we are using in our project. Okay, so let's say I'm going to use HGV touchscreen. Okay, and using it as a standalone system without communicating with external device. Okay, right. So let the software to configure itself, get it ready. Okay, all right. Okay, so to create animation, what we need, of course, is a few image, and then to move the image around. All right, so let us put the conveyor belt image onto our screen first by using this picture function. Okay, you can use either the picture available in Symbol Factory or, okay, so these are the conveyor that we have in our Symbol Factory. If you don't like those default image, you can always import your own image. All right, so what I have here, I have prepared one conveyor belt image. Okay, all right, you can just select, okay, make it to the position that you want. All right, so once you have done the adjustment, okay, one important thing is to check the coordinate of this conveyor belt. So why is it important to know the coordinate? Okay, so in this property box, we can see the coordinate x and coordinate y is 30 and 460 respectively. So this coordinate actually refer to this point, the top left, okay, the top left point of this image. Okay, so it means x coordinate is 30 with respect to 0, so this is 0, 0 point. Okay, so this is x30 and this is y460. Okay, why do we need to know this? Is because later on we will need to put our image, we will need to adjust the coordinate, set the initial coordinate of our box or tire so that it sit nicely above this conveyor belt. Okay, since this is important, let us jot down this coordinate somewhere in the notepad. Okay, conveyor, okay, conveyor coordinate. All right, 30, 460. Okay, and next we're going to check this place on top layer checkbox so that this picture will always appear at the the top layer, okay, so that whatever image we put later on, okay, it will have less interference in case it's not sitting nicely on its position. Okay, right, so let us insert the box image as well as the tire image. So since we are going to use the dynamic coordinate and dynamic rotational angle function, it is only available under this picture display. So okay, let's choose the picture display. Okay, put it somewhere here. Okay, double click, and then let's see what is the coordinate right now. Okay, you can see coordinate x is 110 and coordinate y is 330. Okay, let's do some simple calculation so that this image can be sit very nicely on the top of this conveyor belt. Okay, we have to refer back to the coordinate just now. So in order to get an exact coordinate y, okay, we do a simple calculation by using this 460, which is the coordinate of this line, okay, minus the height of this image, which is 131, minus 131. Okay, we get 329. Okay, let's set this 329. Okay, later you will see this image will be sitting very nicely on this line. Okay, and by using this picture display, actually picture display allow us to switch to different image. You can display different image, which is determined by this switching method. Okay, there are three methods: bit number, value, and fixed period. So in this example, I'm going to use value. Okay, and a value of what? A value of the internal. I'm going to set an internal memory of this touchscreen. For example, this LDR0, which is an internal memory of the touchscreen. Okay, I give a command to this memory as the object type. Okay. So the value of this memory is going to affect what image to be displayed. So for example, if let's say the value is 0, okay, it's going to display this image. If let's say the value is 1, it's going to display this image. If let's say the value is 2, this image will be shown. Okay, so in this example, we're going to use two images only, the box and also the tire. So for the box, okay, let me get some box image from the symbol factory. Okay, it is located in container. Okay, let me use this, for example, copy as bitmap, give a name. Okay, and then let me get the image of tire also, okay, which is under vehicles. Okay, take this tire. Of course, if you like other shape, you can always choose, but in this example, I'm going to use this tire image. Okay, tire. All right, let's select this box. Show this box when LDR0 value is 0, and show this tire when the value of LDR0 is 1. Okay, so this is a coordinate. Yep, and then we're going to use dynamic position because we're going to change the x coordinate of this image so that this image will move from left hand side to right hand side. Okay, we're going to check this. And for the x point, let's link it to another memory of the touchscreen. For example, LDR1, x coordinate. And for the y coordinate, let's link it to LDR2. Okay, let's give a command to this memory also. Same goes to dynamic rotation because later on the tire will rotate while sliding. Okay, we can change the setting over here. Link the rotational angle to certain internal memory. Let me link it to LDR3. Okay, rotational angle, let's say. Okay, so I'm not going to use custom setting, where in custom setting you can do much more other things. Like let's say if you don't want to use the center point of the image as a rotational angle, you can always use custom setting. Or if you want to change the relationship between the value in this source device to the to the angle of rotation, you can always do that also by using custom setting. But in this example, I'm going to use just the standard setting. Okay. And trigger condition, we're not going to do any setting because we want to always show this image. Okay, that's all. Okay, great. And the next thing, let us create a button. Okay, what this button will do, when this button is pressed, okay, is going to change the x coordinate of this image. Okay, double click. All right, and then let us make it to an alternate button so that when you press, it will hold the signal. You will press another time, it will turn off. And then link it to internal bit memory, which is this LM0, for example. Start stop command, let's say. Okay. And okay, for the text, if you want to insert some meaningful label on the button, okay, run the conveyor, let's say. And then this one is to stop the conveyor. When it is activated, we want to display this stop the conveyor wording on the button. Okay, trigger condition, no need to set anything. Alright, that's all. Okay, right, other than that, let's also put a numerical input so that user can select what type of object to display. Okay, and this is linked to LDR0 object type. Okay, so user is allowed to key in 0 if let's say want to display a box, key in 1 if let's say want to display the tire. Okay, let's say you want user to easily know what is this input box about, type of object. Okay, you can insert this text to have further description. Okay, yep. All right. Okay, let us save this project. Okay, just give a meaningful name. For example. Okay, then let us run a quick simulation to see how it works. Okay, we haven't completed our setting yet, but just want to see how it works. Okay, alright, you can see that right now. Okay, the box is going to the top of this screen with coordinate 0, 0. Okay, why is it so? It's because we haven't initialized the coordinate of this box while the screen start up. Okay, so we will quickly write a simple program or script, okay, to initialize the value of the coordinate. So before we initialize the coordinate of this moving object, let us take a look what is the coordinate of this image on the screen right now. So you can see that the x coordinate is 110 and y coordinate is 329. Okay, let us write it down somewhere on the notepad. Okay, 110 329. Okay, so we are going to write these two values into the internal memory of touch screen when this touch screen initializes. Okay, so what we can use to initialize this value, okay, actually is by using, you can use this what we call multi-command. Okay, so let's put it on the screen and double click the multi-command, give a meaningful name, initialize coordinate. Okay, then we are going to use word write because we are going to write value into word memory of the touch screen. Okay, initialize, let's give a name to the command, initialize x coordinate. Okay, what value we want to put? Alright, let's check back the notepad. 110. Okay, 110. Write it to where? Write it to LDR1. Okay. Okay, let us add in another word write function. Okay, this time round is to write in, to initialize or write in y coordinate. What value to write in? 329. 329. Okay, we set this value 329 to LDR2. Okay, so when should we write this value into LDR1 and LDR2? Okay, this is the condition. So we can actually make use of the internal relay of the touchscreen, LSM, special internal relay, and we can use LSM03, which will turn on when the touchscreen start up and the default screen is displayed on the screen. All right, so yeah. Okay. All right, so that's all. Let us save and do a quick simulation to verify the box will appear in the location we want. Okay, so you can see now the box is seated on top of the conveyor belt, exactly at the position we want. All right, so the next thing to do is to write a script to change the x coordinate of the box from left all the way moving to the right. Okay, the simple script, again, we can make use of this time round, probably we can make use of word write command. Okay, let's put it here also. Double click. Okay, you can give a command to this word write command. You can give a name to this word write command. What should we call it? Change x coordinate. Okay, for example, instead of using set as the action mode, we should use add. Okay, and we add certain value into the x coordinate. Okay, so that the number increase from 110 to the coordinate at the end of this screen. Okay, we can, what is the pace for the increment of this LDR1? We can try 5. If it is too slow, we can change to 10 or 20, it depends. And this LDR1 plus 5, eventually the answers, the results saved back in LDR1. Okay, and when should we do this summation? Okay, it's when the button pressed. Okay, so let's set the condition. While satisfying the condition, when this button is pressed, LM0 is going to turn on. LM0. Okay, all right, LM0 equal to 1. We should do this summation. Okay, right. Let's do a simulation to see how it works. Okay. Right, okay. And then we press this run conveyor. You can see it's moving, good. But we have no script to bring the coordinate back to here. So that's why you can see when you reach the maximum, you stop here. Okay, because it doesn't know where to go. So we need to write a simple condition or script to bring back the box or the image to the initial position. Okay, so how to do that is actually very easy by using a word write command also. Okay, so this time round we can say this command, we want to call it reset x coordinate. Okay, for example, and again we're going to set the value into x coordinate. What value we want to set is the initial x coordinate of the image, which is 110. Okay, 110. Set it to where? Set it to LDR0, LDR1. Okay, and when to set it? When to set it? When to set it is when this box is reaching the end. Okay, so actually, what is the end? What is the end of? What is the coordinate when the box reach here? Okay, right now we do not know, never mind. We can simply put 1 first, okay? Okay, let's say, for example, let's estimate the coordinate of x over here probably is 600. I do not know. Let's try 600 first. Okay, so when the value of x coordinate is larger and equal to 600, we want to do this resetting. Reset back to 110. Okay, tentatively we put a condition at 600. Okay, how do we know? How do we check the coordinate? You can see my cursor here. When I'm moving, this is the x coordinate, live x coordinate of my cursor. So if let's say I want the coordinate of this corner, okay, at this position, right now you can see that it's around 800 actually. Okay, so let me change the condition just now back to 800. Okay, right, and then we do a simulation again, see if this is what we want. Okay, right, okay, let's run it. Okay, it should go back to the initial position when you reach 800. All right, it's exactly what we want. Let's change object to the tire, Okay, that's great. Looks good, except the tire is not rotating. So the one last step for us to do here is to rotate the tire. Okay. All right. Okay, how to rotate the tire? So to rotate the tire, we have to use the dynamic rotational angle, okay, which is linked to LDR3. Okay. So, but we have to make the right condition when the tire is being displayed. Only we change the value of LDR3. Otherwise, you will see the box rotating also. Okay, so that means we might have more than one condition in this case. So what is the condition we can write? Okay, first of all, of course, we need to increase the rotational angle first. Okay, so again, we can use the word right command. Okay. All right. So again, we do the similar addition. Okay, as what we did just now for the x coordinate. Okay. So this one we call it rotational angle. Okay. So we do addition. Okay. By using rotational angle. Then we set the pace, let us use 5 degrees each cycle. Okay, and then eventually save back to this LDR03. So when do we do this? Okay, when this button is pressed, which is again LM0. Okay, LM0. When the button is pressed, when this run conveyor button is pressed, this image, okay, the rotational angle should change. Okay, this is the first condition. All right, but remember, we do not want our box to rotate also. We just want the tire to rotate. Okay, so how to differentiate it? We can actually make use of the type of the object. So when we know the value, okay, for this LDR0, if the value is 0, which is showing a box, then we will throw a value into the rotational angle. Throw a value 0 into the rotational angle. Okay, so again, we can actually use this word right command. Okay, we can call it as a reset rotational angle. Okay, set a value 0 into this rotational angle. All right, so when to do this? It is when the type of object, okay, type of object is equal to 0, which is when the box is being displayed. We want the rotational angle to be always 0 or close to 0. Okay, so that it doesn't look funny. Okay. And there is one more thing you don't forget. Right now we have keep increasing the rotational angle. Okay, there must be a limit similar to the x coordinate just now, 800. Then we throw it back. Same goes to the rotational angle. Once you reach the full cycle, 360 degrees, it should be reset back to 0 angle as well. Okay, right, so again we have to write, you can use this word write command again. Okay, so this one, you can say this is reset rotational angle. But just now we already got one calling this name, reset rotational angle, for example, 1. Okay, rotational angle 1. Okay, so we throw a value 0, okay, to rotational angle. So what is the condition? When the rotational angle value equal or larger than 360. Okay, equal or larger than 360, then we throw this 0 value again, so that the tire continue to spin, continue to rotate. Okay, all right, okay, let's check. Okay, looks good. Okay, let us do the simulation to take a look if everything works as what we designed and configured. Okay, the box appear in this location, looks good, and let us run the conveyor. Okay, the box is moving as we configured. Okay, let's change it to tire. Okay, it is rotating and while sliding on the conveyor belt. Okay, this is exactly as what we want and configured. Okay, let's change it. Stop the conveyor. Okay, continue to run. Okay, good. Change it back. Oh, that's great. So that's it. It's very simple to do. So thank you for your time to view this tutorial. In case you guys got any topic that you guys wish to know how to configure and so on, please feel free to drop us email so that we can create such short video, short tutorial for you guys